Hello pan porn lovers of YouTube and the world. I'm back with an update for Drop 10 by Summer, and I am excited to bring you this update even though I know I'm a little bit late into it by a couple of days, but anyways, I'm still excited to bring you my update. So let me get started with my first item, which is my Victoria's Secret bronzer. And this right here I have been using every day or nearly every day. And there it is. As you can see, the dome has been flanned out quite a bit. I haven't hit pan, nor do I expect to hit pan, but just the fact that I flanned this out so much and I've had it for so long, it's just a big deal to me. So the way I've been using this is just over my regular bronzer. Hold on. Okay, like I was saying, I use this just to top my bronzer, and I've also been using it as an all-over face powder, just a little dusting so my foundation doesn't look as flat, because I do tend to use matte foundation and matte powders and matte this and that, and sometimes like matte is cool with me because I have oily skin, but I just want a little bit of like what can I call it, luminosity to my face, I guess. So I do use this at times over my powder as an all over face powder. So that's the progress on this one, and I'm very excited on my progress with this bronzer. I have never ever thought. Okay, so next is the Becca Beach Tint, which I have right here. And this is it, this little tubey thing. Now this one still weighs the same. Last time it was 7 grams. I believe it's still 7 grams. And I didn't even bother. Hold on, let me do it right now. I hadn't even bothered measuring it. But I think there's an air bubble in there. I can't. It's just in the same place. But I have used this quite a lot. I use it on my cheeks, obviously, as a cheek tint, under my blush. I use it, I don't use it on my lips. I just basically use it on my cheeks. But I mean, I've enjoyed this so far. I'm glad I put it in this project, because otherwise I would have never used it and I would have never enjoyed it. So probably before it went bad. So I'm really glad I have this in this project, and I'm really happy about the progress that I have going on with this one, even though it doesn't show, but you just need the tiniest bit of that. So it is what it is. I'm still happy. Next I have my e.l.f. blush, and this one right here is kind of disappointing to me, and kind of isn't, considering that it was brand new when I started, but I do use this every day. What I have noticed is I've heard some people on YouTube say how e.l.f. blushes don't have that much staying power on them, and I've never really noticed it, but I am starting to notice it. However, I don't know if that's because of my oily skin, or it just rubs off, or it's the product itself. Anyways, I've still been enjoying them. So this is my progress on this one. So as you can see, there's no pan yet, but there is a significant dip here in the middle where I've been using my brush, and I do use a really soft brush on this. So I'm thinking that I might move to a more dense brush that helped me pan the other e.l.f. blush that I had in another project pan, so I can just hit pan and just like lay this to rest, because I am working on another blush, on my NYX blush, and that one is super pigmented, and I know that one's gonna give me hell. But this one, yeah, it's taunting me, you guys. That's the grade right there from the pan, and I just haven't seen pan, and I don't know, maybe by next update or something, but for now it's still hanging on, and it still weighs the same. So that one's giving me anxiety, but I'm just gonna try to work my way through it and see if I can pan it by the end of this challenge. Okay, another anxiety giver, this one is the Juicy Tube. So this one, I have to admit, I haven't been using it so much, not as much as I did at the beginning, because I am trying to rotate my lip products. And just for Kimmy out there, I've been using my what is it? I think it's a BH Cosmetics lipstick. She kind of made an open thread that if I didn't finish that dang lipstick, so I've been trying to work my way through it, and I've neglected this one a little bit. So I mean, but it doesn't worry me, because I know that it's still doable. And if it doesn't happen, if I don't finish it, I'm going to put it in another project pan that I've been thinking up. So that is the progress on that. Still weighs the same. It's still basically the same, but I have used it. So it's just one of those products. So on to the next one. I have my e.l.f. liner here, my e.l.f. lip liner, and this is a natural blush. So this one I have made quite a bit of progress on, so it's significantly smaller than when I started. I could have more progress. The thing is that I just forget to use this. I've been using it a lot just to fill in my lips. That's how I've been getting rid of all my lip liners, and I'm to the point where I just want to declutter them because it's a hassle. It's just an extra step for me that isn't necessary, and I really don't want to go through it. But it is a really, really pretty color. However, it is super dry on my lips. Again, I don't know if it's the formula, because this was way back in the earlier days of e.l.f. I don't know if it's just how old it is, or I don't remember if that's how it's always been. But yeah, I've been trying to get through them. These make excellent matte lip colors, and they last a really long time on my lips. So hopefully I finish this in this challenge, because I do want to make it a point to just finish this up. So crossing my fingers, fingers crossed. Okay, now I have for my sixth product is my Too Faced lip injections, and this is it right here. There's really not a whole lot to go. I've been using the heck out of this. So I do layer it on top of the e.l.f. Liner, and that is how I've been getting a lot of use from it. But I wear this all day. I apply this all day, and it's just lip glosses are my thing. So I can just go through a lip gloss like nothing. It doesn't bother me. I can use them up. So as you can see, not much more to go. There's no point in trying to bring all this to the bottom. But if I could estimate, I would guess I would be maybe here or here. I don't know. Not too much more to go, but I hope it's done by the next update. And if not, it will for sure be done by the end of the project, and I don't want to jinx that. So I'm hoping. Oh my gosh, this one right here, I'm gonna leave this one for the end because I don't even want to think about it. Let me move on to my Becca foundation, which is this one right here, the nasty smelling, paint smelling foundation. Again, I don't know if it's just that it's old, that's it. But for this one, I have made progress weight wise. So last time with this one I was at 38 grams, and right now I'm at 36 grams. I have been using it not by itself. I do mix it with another foundation, which is why the progress is kind of slow going. Otherwise, I would have finished it up already. Also, there were a couple of days where I haven't worn makeup, where I just don't feel like it, and I just want my face to breathe and relax. So that is the progress on this one. 2 grams down. I did try to bring the product down, and I ended up right back at the mark where I was last time. So yeah, that might have been, I don't know, some kind of air bubble or mistake, or who knows. But weight wise, it's 2 grams down. So I'm really trying to use that foundation up. I like it, then I don't like it. To me, it's just a blah. I wouldn't repurchase it. Okay, on to my Pride and Joy, my Too Faced shadow in Too Soon. And this is where I'm at now. So that is just the tiniest bit of pan. I did expand it from last time a little bit. But the reason why I say that I'm so proud of this one is because I didn't think I was going to hit pan at all. And there is a secret that I want to make a video on how to actually hit pan on these ColourPop shadows, and not just like move the product to the side, because you get your hopes up and you say you hit pan really quick, when in reality you're just spreading the product to the sides. So hopefully I can do that video pretty soon, because that method I use for several eyeshadows and several other products. So, but this is where I'm at right now. Weight wise, it still weighs 13 grams. There's really not much of a difference, but I have been expanding the pan a little bit and then working my way out here. So I can't wait to see. I'm excited how where I end up with this by the end of the project. I use this mostly as an eyeshadow topper. So I just put on an eyeshadow and I top it with this, and it just really doesn't matter what eyeshadow I put underneath because it'll turn it pink. It'll be like a pinkish color. So yeah, that is what I use that one for. And sometimes I've used it as a highlighter, but it doesn't really work for me. So that's that one. And my other stubborn product that I have here would be this Avon cream shadow. So that's all that's left of this, and it's so annoying that it's going by so freaking slow. This is going by so slow, and the tip actually broke off of this, so I repressed it in there and then I sharpened it, so it's good as new. There's not too much product to go. I use this as an eye base, so before I put on after my eye primer and before my shadow, I put this on, and it come on, it holds on to my shadow just great. So I have no complaints about this one. It's relatively old, and I want to get it out. I want to get it used up so I can move on to my other cream shadows and to my other everythings, just like we all do. So the big disappointment, oh my gosh, the big disappointment of this, let me bring it because I forgot it. It's that much of a disappointing product, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. It's the Sugar Lip Scrub that I got on Shop Miss A. It's still exactly the same. I've used it maybe once or twice, and I'm thinking just not counting this at all. I'll keep it in just because, but don't expect any kind of progress on this because I really don't use it. It's nice, but I don't feel that it does too much to exfoliate. It's not like, I don't know, it just dissolves really quick and just doesn't, I don't know, I don't see the point. So I'm just going to leave that out of the equation, and I mean, if I use it, I use it, and if not, I don't. I'm not going to force myself. So I'm so bummed out that I don't have any empties. Like, this is just, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. I wish I could have some empties in my projects and get things moving along, but a bunch of these products are new or are nowhere near hitting pan. So I'm kind of just trying to go through my products, rotate them out, and get them ready for next year's panning, which I will have a lot more use out of my stuff. Anyways, this video is long enough, you guys. I will see you in my next one. Thank you so much for keeping up with my updates, and I'll see you in my next update. Don't forget to check out the rest of the ladies that are linked down below and tell them I say hi. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon.